Taylor Swift's team claps back at false claims.
Fans think Jhené Aiko shaded Ariana Grande.
And Pete Davidson and Kaya Gerber confirm relationship.
All that and more on today's Daily Hollywood Rundown. Hello everyone, happy Friday and welcome to another episode of the Daily Hollywood Rundown. I'm Emile Ennis Jr.
Hi guys, I'm Sussan Morad and welcome back to, like Emile said, the Daily Hollywood Rundown. It's Friday, it's TGIF Friday. We're so happy that you're here with us. If it's your first time, if it's not your first time but you haven't hit subscribe, do the thing, hit the bell, leave the comments, and today we're doing You're So Clever. So you're so clever, you might be so clever to be featured.
Yeah, you might be featured all the way. By the way, I I normally get my hair cut every Saturday, and I haven't been able to get to because my barber's been out of town for 2 weeks. So the struggle is real. Susan today was like, your hair is getting taller. I was like, I know.
But you're still looking snatched.
Thanks.
Like a meal and a snack.
Thanks. I shaved to make it at least look somewhat whatever. Anyway, guys, so much tea to get into. We have a lot of Ari news to discuss. But before we talk about, Before we talk about Ari, we have to talk about her ex, Pete Davidson.
Pete Davidson and Kaya Gerber have pretty much confirmed they're in love, or at least in deep like and wanting to be together as more than just friends. You get what we're trying to say here. So anyway, the couple who were first linked in October were spotted holding hands as they left a grocery store on Wednesday, looking rather pleased with each other. And I'm no expert, but in relationship terms, holding hands is pretty serious. Things seem to be moving pretty quickly for these two. Since last month, the two have been basically inseparable ever since. Sources revealed to E! News that they have been friends for a while now and run in the same friend circle, but became romantic recently. They started hanging out alone more often after meeting up in New York City in October. Back when rumors started circulating, one onlooker even caught the two enjoying dinner together at the popular brunch restaurant Fidel's in New York City. The pair seemed to be really enjoying themselves in the photo while sitting in a cozy corner booth. Considering their constant outings and time spent together, Pete and Kaya both seem to be really investing time into their relationship, despite living on completely different sides of the country. The source also revealed that they were more recently spotted in Malibu, but Kaya returned to New York City with Pete to support his current work commitments, which involved making poop. So according to Page 6, Kaya came out to see the SNL star at a New York comedy festival event, a quiz show called Let's Make a Poop. She was spotted backstage with Davidson at Murmur in Brooklyn. They said Kaya expressed she loved Pete's personality. She thinks he is charming and is very intrigued. The two also seem to have their past relationship blunders to bond over. Kaya opened up in a recent interview back in September that due to her demanding career, she just didn't have the energy to flirt with anyone. However, we haven't seen any Sean and Camilla level PDA just yet anyway, so we'll keep you updated if anything else progresses. I didn't expect to see these two together, but they look like they're having a great time.
Hey, you know, it's cuffing season, so we hope that they cuff. Okay, so
there's a lot going on in the world of Taylor Swift.
yeah, it happened yesterday, and then something else happened this morning, and then something else happened this morning, and we're gonna break it all down for you right now. But long story short, Taylor told us yesterday that she was not being allowed to perform her songs because of Scott Borchetta and
Her
Scooter
past
Braun.
songs,
Her
yeah.
past songs at the AMAs because she's being honored. And then Big Machine Label Group came out with a statement this morning, and then Taylor's rep came out with a statement in response. Now let's break it down. So Taylor's scheduled to perform at the upcoming American Music Awards coming up on November 24th. She's being honored with the Artist of the Decade Award, which is huge, by the way. So of course she would want to perform her biggest hits from the past decade. However, Taylor went on social media last night claiming that she can't perform her old songs at the award show. In a lengthy IG story, Taylor claims that Scooter and Scott are barring her from singing any of her old music at the AMAs and on a Netflix documentary plan. She said, Scott Borchetta and Scooter Braun have now said I'm not allowed to perform my old music on television because that would be re-recording my music before I'm allowed to next year. She goes on to say, additionally, and this isn't the way I planned on telling you this news, Netflix has created a documentary about my life the past few years. Scott and Scooter have declined the use of my older music or performance footage for this project. And apparently they will let her perform, quote, if I agree to not re-record copycat versions of my songs next year, which is something I'm both legally allowed to do and looking forward to, and that I need to stop talking about Scooter Braun. So guys, read the full Instagram story statement when you get some time. But then Big Machine released a statement this morning saying that they didn't tell her she couldn't perform at the American Music Awards or block the Netflix documentary. And then they laid out some tea of their own, saying Taylor owes them money and has refused. They said the truth is Taylor has admitted to contractually owing millions of dollars and multiple assets to our company, which is responsible for 120 hardworking employees who helped build her career. Despite our persistent efforts to find a private and mutually satisfactory solution, Taylor made a unilateral decision last night to enlist her fan base in a calculated manner that greatly affects the safety of our employees and their families. Taylor, the narrative you have created does not exist. All we ask is to have a direct and honest conversation. When that happens, you will see there is nothing but respect, kindness, and support waiting for you on the other side. To date, not one of the invitations to speak with us and work through this has been accepted. But then, later on, Big Machine also spoke with TMZ saying Taylor Swift can 100% perform all of her catalog, past and present, on the AMAs. Our confusion with her statements that we have no legal right to stop this and have never tried. She and her team both know this. Then, guys, Taylor's publicist, Tree Payne, is speaking out via Twitter and shared a quote that they received from Big Machine Label Group that says, "Please be advised that BMLG will not agree to issue licenses for existing recordings or waivers of its re-recording restrictions in connection with these two projects, the Netflix documentary and the Alibaba Double 11 event." She goes on to say that Scott Borchetta flatly denied the request for both American Music Awards and Netflix, and she said the Big Machine is trying to deflect and make this about money by saying she owes them, but they actually owe Taylor $7.9 million. First of all, I know that was a lot to get through, but it was one of those things where if we didn't cover it all, you can't leave out details, and it's just so much has happened, not even within 24 hours.
It's been less than 24 hours.
Crazy.
And it's a lot. There's a lot going on, you guys, and there's now receipts coming in because Scott and Scooter's team are saying we didn't say this, and they're playing this whole kind of side where we're trying to talk to Taylor. She doesn't want to talk to us.
Right.
We never said all that. So we were like, what? But it doesn't make sense. Taylor's not going to just come out and make that up. And now we have these other statements from Taylor's camp
and all the celebs that are supporting her: Camila Cabello, Selena,
Hadid,
Halsey, Ed Sheeran. Like literally, so many people are coming out in support of Taylor. So obviously, I guess it's Friday, so things will continue to develop, and maybe we'll have an update on Monday, but...
Yeah, there's a lot going on, and I don't think this is going to be the end of it, but I do think this is definitely going to change a lot of things in the music industry moving forward for artists and sort of, I guess, taking certain precautions, because Taylor sharing all this information, which is one of the reasons why she does take it out, to such a public, forum, is because she wants other artists to not fall into the same.
And she has the platform and influence to be able to do that.
Yeah.
So we'll keep you updated, guys.
All right, well, like we teased earlier and during the whole week, basically, it is time for You're So Clever, where we read out some of the clever comments we see during the week on DHR. And we're going to kick it off with our very first one from Leonella Smith, who said, "I have a dream that one day Emile and Sussan would read my comment and see how much I love them." Oh, we love you.
Oh, thank you, Leonella.
That was so sweet.
That's a pretty name.
Yeah. You guys are wrong. Chloe looked like Millie Bobby Brown there. Now, this was in relation to the story earlier in this week about Chloe being so photoshopped and everyone thought she looked like Sophia Richie, Kylie, Kendall, Courtney, and now it's actually someone saying, no, she looks like Millie Bobby Brown. Fancy Vlogs by Emmeline said, "Emile and Sussan are my favorites." Thank you so much. That is so, so sweet.
We appreciate you.
And Natalia Hernandez said, "There was an episode of Hannah Montana where Miley got the voice surgery. That's crazy." As well as Brianna saying, "There was literally an episode of Hannah Montana where she had to do something with her vocal cords and had to stay silent for a long time to keep her voice." Now, of course, this is in relation to the news this week that Miley Cyrus had to undergo vocal surgery. So I thought that was a really cool pickup by you guys.
You guys are so clever.
You're so clever.
All right, guys, so we have some tea for you this morning. I had a very early morning workout, and I noticed that Jhené Aiko was trending. And I also listened to her new song at the gym, and then I was listening to some of the lyrics, and I was like, oh, now some of the lyrics I can't talk about on here, but she really goes into some graphic details with her and Big Sean's relationship. But now some fans think that one part of the song, she's actually shading Ariana Grande. Let me explain. If you don't know who Jhené Aiko is, she's an amazing artist who has created some of my favorite songs, but she is also Big Sean's ex, and Ariana Grande fans think that she may have just shaded Ari in her new song. So Jhené Aiko dropped her new song, None of Your Concern, and Ariana fans are concerned. Now we have to point out that Big Sean is on the song as well, and even though they're not together anymore, the two are still good friends. Now let's get to these lyrics. First of all, the song had me all in my feelings because the two are essentially opening up about their former relationship and their regrets. But this one part is what has Ari fans triggered. If you're a Jhené Aiko fan like me, you probably chuckled at that trigger reference. But anyway, here are the lyrics that caught our attention. She sings, "I've been hearing things and seeing things, and so it seems you moving on from me. Of course you on the scene with Little Miss Thing, and trust me, she really don't want beef."
Whoop.
So this is interesting because Ariana and Big Sean were spotted together back in February in his car, and rumors started flying that they were getting back together during that time. This was also heightened because of Big Sean's mention in Thank You Next. You know the opening of the song when Ari sings, "Thought I'd end up with Sean, but it wasn't a match." Anyway, nothing ever came of that, but it looks like Jhené was watching and said, "Don't start none, won't be none." You know what I'm saying? And fans are chiming in. One person said, "LMAO, Ariana Grande and Jhené Aiko are having a fight over Big Sean through lyrics. She really called her Little Miss Thing. I'm shook." Someone else said, "Y'all really think Ariana Grande is worried about Jhené Aiko? LMFAO, sis literally had Big Sean before Jhené, left him, and he went back to her after he left Jhené. Like, what would she even want to beef about? Sis won full circle." And this person simply said, "Imagine a fist fight between Jhené Aiko and Ariana Grande."
I'd rather not imagine
No,
that.
I don't want any violence. I don't think it's shade. I think she's, in the song, she's very open about like her experience and like how she and he's in the song too, how they both have been dealing with the relationships since it ended.
Yeah.
And that was something that happened after they broke up, and it's just going through like a timeline. So it's like,
And we know with all our favorite artists,
Yeah.
they always write about personal experiences, and it always involves relationships and love and things like that. So yeah, it's
it's a little bit of shame.
all right, well, it is time for the final
Rundown.
1.5 minutes on the clock, starting with Zendaya and Rihanna, who both slayed the red carpet last night. That's right, both Zendaya and Rihanna attended the red carpet premiere of Queen and Slim film at the AFI Fest in Los Angeles. Both looked stunning in black dresses as they reminded us we are not worthy.
We're not worthy. There's some funny tweets about Rihanna that I can't talk about on here, but she looked fantastic, but you'll see why people are talking about her. It's funny. Anyway, happy birthday to Jeffree Star. The YouTuber and makeup mogul celebrates his 34th birthday today, and friends and fans have been flooding socials to wish him a happy birthday. Shane Dawson tweeted a picture of this Jeffree pillow with the pig along with the caption, "Happy birthday, Jeffree," to which Jeffree replied, "Thank you for just being you. Love you so much."
That's right, happy birthday from all of us here, Jeffree. Now moving on, Chrissy Teigen scares John Legend on Ellen, and it is hilarious. So John Legend is filling in as a guest host for Ellen, and we love seeing people get scared on Ellen, but we weren't ready for this.
Don't tell Chrissy, guys. She'll be very, very, very jealous of Ellen.
It's obviously been a big week for John since he was named the sexiest man alive, but this is a great and fun way to end the week.
No, I love their relationship so much, and just seeing like all her responses to people who, "You stop! Why is this alarm going off?"
I actually was gonna throw that into You're So Clever, but we mentioned it just yesterday.
Yeah. You saw the comments. You're clever,
You're
guys.
clever. All right, you guys. Well, that is it for today's episode of the Daily Hollywood Rundown. Of course, we have Celebrity Lowdown tomorrow. We go live at 8 a.m. with that tomorrow. Stay tuned for that. It's going to be a great episode. But before you go anywhere, I really want to know your thoughts on this whole Taylor Swift, Scooter Braun, Scott Borchetta drama. I feel like it's never ending.
Yeah.
And until we get to November 2020, it's going to be a rough ride. But let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below.
Yeah, and I want to know what you think about Jhené Aiko's new song. Do you think that she's shading Ariana Grande even just a little bit? Let us know in the comment section below. And of course, we'll be back here tomorrow for Lowdown.
Bye, guys.
But wait, before you go, you should probably click right over here to watch yesterday's episode of DHR. It was really good.
It's a really good one. And while you're there clicking things, you may as well click that subscribe button because, I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't wanna.
Right, you have all the options. Just click and click and click. You know?
Click, click, click.